Let's take a look at question 9-8. You have two parallel lines with a transversal and some angles marked 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, it's important to note that each part is a separate problem, so they change the numbers in part A, part B, and part C for 3 different problems using the same diagram. First of all, we need to go over some of the vocabulary from this chapter. These two angles, angle 1 and angle 4, are known as corresponding angles. They're on the same corner of this intersection. If they're on the same corner of that intersection, that means angle 1 and angle 4, corresponding angles, are going to be congruent, which means they are the same size. Then you also have angle 1 and angle 2. Angle 1 and angle 2 are on opposite sides of the transversal inside the two parallel lines. So they are called alternate interior angles. Alternate sides in between the two parallel lines. They are also going to be congruent or equal. The third thing that you have here are these two angles inside that are on the same side, angle 1 and angle 3. Angle 1 and angle 3 are called same side, interior, between the two parallel lines, and those two angles are going to add up to 180 degrees. If 1 and 2 are the same, and 2 and 3 add up to 180, then 1 and 3 add up to 180. The last thing that might be helpful is these two angles that are across from each other on a crisscross, diagonal in the intersection. Those are called vertical angles. Those are down here. Vertical angles are also going to be congruent or the same size. So angle 2 and angle 4 are going to be the same size. So in this drawing, angle 1 and 4, the two corresponding sides, are congruent. Angle 1 and angle 2, the two alternate interior angles, are going to be congruent. And angle 2 and 4, these two vertical angles, are also going to be congruent. Same side interior angles are going to add up to 180 degrees. So you can use that information. If this is 63 degrees, that's going to be 63 degrees. If this is 63 degrees, you're going to subtract 63 from 180 to find angle 3. All right, let's go down to question C, because question C, they don't make it easy. They say angle 2 is 3x minus 9. Angle 1 is x plus 25. They don't tell you what the angles are. They just tell you need to find x. Oh, and then you do need to find out what the angle is. All right. As I mentioned before, angle 1 and angle 2, the alternate interior angles, are the same size. They are congruent. That means that 3x minus 9 and x plus 25 have to be equal. We subtract 1x from both sides, add 9 to both sides, divide by 2, and x equals 17. That doesn't mean that this is 17 degrees. That means that it's 17 plus 25, which is 42 degrees. It's also 3x minus 9. 3 times 7, 21, carry the 2, 51, minus 9 is 42 degrees. So if you change x to 17 here, you get 42 degrees. If you change x to 17 here, you also get 42 degrees. The measure of angle 2 is 42 degrees.